Today I'm building a custom serving tray with a carved sunflower design using just a palm router and a rotary tool. This project mixes basic woodworking with artistic carving, and the final result is both functional and beautiful. Let's build it. For this entire project, I'm starting with one single 1x4x8 piece of premium pine. Affordable, easy to work with, and perfect for a lightweight serving tray. First, I cut the board down into four 21-inch sections. Once everything is cut to size, I dry fit all the pieces to make sure the corners line up and the tray stays square. After the test fit, I run a bead of glue along the edges and then pull it all together with a couple of clamps. I used a good amount of glue to join the edges, and they're sure to be squeezed out, so to avoid the project from sticking to the workbench, I put a piece of paper under the boards. With the tray assembled, I apply the black and white paper template using spray adhesive. As long as you spray just the paper, the leftover typically peels off pretty easy. Now the fun begins. Using a 20-degree profile carving bit set to 1/8 of an inch, I carefully follow the main sunflower lines with the palm router. This step establishes the petal grooves and the outline of the center. At this stage, the sunflower is clearly visible, but it's still rough and geometric. Switching to the rotary tool, this is where the sunflower really comes to life. There are a variety of them out there, and I've had pretty good luck with this one I found on Amazon. But I will say, the Dremel attachment does work better than the one it came with. I have a variety of burrs, but for this project, I'm only using the round ball and the pointy cone-shaped ones. Using the cone-shaped burr, I start refining the outline for each individual petal. Once that's been done, I switch out to the round ball and begin cutting away the top portions of the petals, adding a variety of depth. This process shouldn't be rushed. Just like a real flower needs time to develop and grow, by taking off a little bit at a time, the flower goes from being flat to three-dimensional. This part feels more like sculpting than woodworking. Every small pass adds character, shadow, and movement to the design. It's time-consuming, but for me, this is also the most relaxing part of the whole build. Once all the carving is complete, the top and bottom of the tray gets sanded. The flower itself will be sanded later. Now to add some coloring, or I guess it's more like shading. I've really enjoyed using a torch to add color. Unlike spraying or even using a brush to add the black, using a torch really allows you to have a wide variety of different shades. Even if an area gets burned a little too much, it can be lightened up with the next step. Sanding inside the carved grooves takes time, but it makes a massive difference in the final look. I've made my own sanding flaps before for the rotary tool, which work great for getting into the grooves, but they take a while to make. So instead, I wanted to experiment with these Scotch-Brite type wheels. This set came with 4 different grits, and I tried them all out to see which ones worked the best. They really do work great at smoothing everything out nicely. And for those areas that were kissed a little too long by the torch flame, it cleaned that up nicely too. The only downfall is that they disintegrate quickly. I was running the rotary tool at level 2 and they were shot after about 3 minutes or so. Last thing to sand were the edges. Nothing fancy, just a quick round over with the orbital. Next, it's time to add the handles. I've tried a variety of techniques to hold them in place, including clamping them down. But I'll tell you, it's much easier when applying a small piece of double-sided tape to the bottoms first. This allowed me to pre-drill the screw holes and put the screws in without the handles moving around. There's a variety of ways to finish off with the protective coating. For this tray, I chose to keep the natural color and apply butcher block conditioner. Working the conditioner into the grooves with the brush not only protects the surface, but it also makes the sunflower pop. The carved areas naturally absorb the oil and beeswax mixture, which creates beautiful contrast and depth. The remainder of the tray also gets the conditioner, which makes it durable and food safe for everyday use. And just like that, what started out as a single 1x4x8 pine board is now a custom sunflower assortment tray, perfect for coffee, snacks, or as a handmade centerpiece. Projects like this are a reminder that woodworking isn't just about building, it's about turning simple materials into something personal. If you enjoyed this project, hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. Drop a comment and tell me what design you'd carve into your own tray. And if you want more woodworking builds like this, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next build.